So I just got back going out in Denver, and earlier when I went to order an Uber, when it popped up at the top, I could see my name and it's saying something along the lines of, well, do you want to select somebody else? So I clicked it and it said that I could add a rider. And I was like, that's kind of interesting that I could add another person. So I decided to look more into it. Turns out you can now order an Uber for somebody else. I'm not gonna lie, this is a great idea and something that I feel like all of us have done, but I never thought of it being implemented into the Uber or Lyft system. Ironically, a few weeks ago, before I came to Denver, I was out in LA for one of my friend's birthdays. He was trying to order a Lyft back home. His account just was having some issues. So I said, hey, you know what? It's your birthday. I'll just get you the Lyft back, but what do we have to do? I had to order it. I had to wait with him while all my other friends were partying just to make sure. The Lyft then pulled up. I got him in the car. I had to say to the driver, like, hey, just letting you know, this is my friend, and I explained the situation. The driver's like, oh yeah, no problem, no issue, and everything turned out okay. However, another time, this luckily did not happen to me, when my friends ordered somebody an Uber, they ended up puking in the car. My friend woke up to like a $300 something bill for Uber, and he goes, what? And that caused a lot of issues, as you can imagine. So what's cool about this is you can now order an Uber for somebody else. This, I think, is very interesting as well. I feel like opens up a huge talking point about both Uber and Lyft. Your friend can pay with cash for that Uber ride. So you can order the Uber for them on your account. The Uber pulls up, they get an Uber, and they pay for it with their own cash, almost just like you're ordering them a taxi. What's super ironic about this is I just did a video like 3 days ago saying that you can't pay with cash when it comes to an Uber and Lyft because they want it to be a cashless transaction. That was a big thing they really liked in the beginning, that all the kind of payment logistics were done before the ride even happened. Turns out that's not the full truth. Turns out that video is now incorrect because theoretically you can now pay with cash for an Uber. Not with a Lyft yet. Who knows if Lyft's going to follow suit with this idea, but I think it's very interesting that not only can you order an Uber for somebody else, which I think is a great idea. I've been loving all the ideas Ubers have. Like I've mentioned that in so many videos. Uber's been coming out with tons of unique and, I'll say it, revolutionary ideas. And although I have a very love-hate relationship with Uber, definitely not a perfect company, a lot of their recent ideas have been awesome, and this is a phenomenal idea. But to me, what's more interesting is that one quick point, like I showed you, that says that your friend can pay for that Uber with cash. Is this the first breadcrumb that maybe you can now order an Uber yourself and pay with cash? Like, what stops me from making a fake account on my Uber and saying, oh, I'm not Mark, I'm Joe Schmo, but Joe Schmo has to pay with cash because let's say I'm having some credit card issues or whatever. I get in the Uber and I say, hey, I'm going to pay for this with cash. Could that work? Theoretically, maybe, yeah. It could be a weird loophole that me myself, sounds kind of weird to say, could pay for an Uber with cash by just saying I'm somebody else, but I'm ordering it on my account. I just think that's very unique because I feel like that's opening the door to the possibility of not having to have the payment happen before you order the ride. You could pay for it after the ride or during or whatever. I think that's super interesting, but at the end of the day, I've been loving the ideas and the features Uber's been adding to their app, both on the driver app and on the passenger app, and this is a great new feature.